Okay, so subsection C, using wet clothing. Here we go. The preceding rules were trained to articles of clothing that nobody was wearing. Right. If the clothes a person is wearing become saturated, right? For example, it is caught in a rainstorm, right? They do not become muktzah. However, one must not wring out his garments, nor may he shake the water out or brush it off. Okay, there is one note, but I'm going to skip for now. Furthermore, even if one had the intention to wear the particular article of clothing and it becomes saturated while he was not wearing it, it is not muktzah and he is permitted to wear it. Okay. However, this applies only if he has no suitable replacement. So that's, I think it's very practical, especially in the days when we didn't have cell phones and checks the weather forecast, right? And was everything was very, very approximate. Right? Today, like even before go to shul, I would check the weather, see is it going to rain today, if it's going to rain tomorrow. So it's most likely it's pretty accurate. Like a few hours from now, even 12 hours, but yeah, pretty accurate. So you would know like if it's going to rain, wear the raincoat and you're good basically. But in olden days, I mean not in olden days, before these cell phone services, right? Like people did not know is it going to rain, not going to rain. So be caught under the rain, it was like almost normal. So again, using wet clothing. Right. The preceding rules pertain to the article of clothing that nobody was wearing, meaning to blot out the spill, right? That's was like, or another example we give the apron, right? Again to clean up the spill. But now it's the difference when somebody is wearing or wants to wear this clothing. If the clothes that the person wears become saturated, right? For example, caught in a rainstorm, so completely wet, right? They do not become muktzah because again, the muktzah status is on if it was in that status on Beit Hashemashos, but it was not. It was dry, and when person was coming back from shul, got caught in rain. Okay. However, one right, so meaning clothing is not muktzah, is not. However, one must not wring out the garments. So you came from home, right? You try to take it off your garments. Nor make shake. Shake is what? Shake is a second part is not wringing. I think it's a rubbing, right? I mean, could be ringing, could be rubbing, like one of the two stages. Okay. However, when us right. Must not wring out for sure garment, nor may shake the water out or brush it off. Okay, sure. Just leave it there, right? And here we have a note, and it says, if one's socks become saturated, he is permitted to continue walking, even though the water is inevitably gets squeezed out in every step he takes. That's a very good, very interesting observation, right? So when you have sometimes like I have like rain boots, but sometimes it rains so hard, so it goes like inside from the top, or like right. That's it. So it is wet, and you walk, and you feel it's usually it's water resistant, but you have like full boots of water. Right, it's very right. So and with every step you take, like your socks become saturated, and even your soles, right, insoles in shoes saturated. Like with every step you squeeze the water. So this squeezing is forbidden technically, but that's normal way of walking. So what he's saying in this note, just because your squeezing is forbidden. And for sure you're squeezing the water, it's not your intention, and that's normal way of doing things, right? And you have no other way to get home basically. right? So that's why they allow you to continue working. And plus, he said it's unusual fashion, right? The squeezing is done in unusual fashion. Right, very interesting. So continue. Furthermore, even one had intended to wear the garments article of clothing and become saturated while it was not wearing. For example, it was on clothing line or something, or like he left it on the porch and became wet. It is not muktzah, it is permitted to wear it. So meaning it dried up, right? He has the whole night. During the night it dried up and he can wear it in the morning, no problem. However, this applies only if he has no suitable replacement. So, meaning wearing, I guess that's not what I meant. That's obvious what I said. But I guess even in the wet, if it's wet, so he is still allowed to wear if there is nothing else, right? So, and he technically he's allowed to continue wearing if the clothing is wet, or he can or he needs to wear something, I don't know why, that became wet while he was not home, for example. Right, so he's allowed to wear that as well. Okay. So it's a good idea. So yeah, people say I have one suit. One suit is good, very good. But what if you're going to get caught in the rain? So what are you going to do? So right, so you need some spare one.